From the moment I turned the hourglass, I knew that eventually the sands would run out. I didn't know when and I didn't know how, but it always runs out. I am a killer. I see no shame in it. A lion doesn't kill a gazelle and have to spend a life behind bars or an eternity in regret. Why should it be any different for me? I am, after all, a predator. But ultimately, the hunter always becomes the hunted, the predator the prey. I came around in my van. The roof and the sides were covered in a translucent sheeting made of plastic. There was a man squatting in the corner facing away from me, and he was concentrating on a small black bag. "So you're awake," he said. "This isn't ideal, but I'll have to make the most of it. Who are you? If you're gonna kill me, my only request is that I know my killer." I replied, and though I was unafraid, I spoke in a worried tone. I stuttered a bit to add to the charade. I put a mask over who I was to test how sure my captor was of killing me, for I did not know if he had killed before. Maybe he would take pity on me and chicken out. I was hopeful. But like all predators, we value life more than anything. But we have more impressing matters, like Nelson McKee, Annabelle Kurtz, Julie McDavis. He grabbed my head involuntarily and rapidly turned it to the left. On the wall of the van, there were several photographs. Craig Singer, Robert Fryer, he continued. "All right," I interrupted. "What do you want? These people mean nothing to you." "You killed them. That's what matters," he said coldly. "Why does it matter?" He looked at me. Then he lifted his hands, and in it, a sharp metal scalpel. He leaned over towards me and cut my cheek. "You have to fit my code, and my dark passenger needs subdued." "Your dark what?" I began to laugh. A crack showed in my disguise. He knew I wasn't scared. He went back to his black bag. Looking at it more closely, it was a case, full of knives, all sizes. If he wasn't going to kill me, I think we'd be good friends. He turned around to face me one last time. He pulled out the biggest knife of the set and held it over me, clutching it in both hands. He moved it towards my body, but not in haste. It pierced my flesh and a red liquid oozed from the cut. I watched as it trickled down my side and onto the floor. And at each of the end of the small rivers, they amalgamated to form an ocean of blood. And as I looked deeper into the ocean of blood, my world grew colder. Is this why killers are called cold-blooded? Because it's all they feel in the end.